Alright, we are on our way to see the Superman movie. I am super excited. Are you excited? He's nodding yes, he's excited. He just doesn't want to be in the video, which is fine. Anyway, we'll get back to you when we're closer to the theater. Alright, we just got off the second bus to go see the movie. We're heading there right now, short walk to the theater. And a nice day for a bus adventure, huh?
Not really.
Not really. Well, yeah. It's supposed to be in the 80s today. And here in the Pacific Northwest, anything above 70 we consider too hot. Alright, we will see you later. We're in the theater, about to watch the movie. And we got the seats that recline. Yeah. Alright, we just got out of the movie, and I don't want to say anything too much right now. I'll probably do a little review later when I get home. But first initial reactions, it was awesome. What do you guys think? I got a thumbs up and a thumbs up. Looks like they all liked it. Alright, we'll see you later when I do a more full review. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome. So as you might have guessed from those clips in the beginning there, I'm going to be reviewing the new Superman movie. Really exciting. I've been excited for this movie ever since well, really ever since it's been announced, because, listen, I'm easy to please. A superhero movie is about to come out, I'm going to get excited for it. Whether or not it's good, that will always be yet to be determined, but I'm always excited when I hear about them making a new one, because that's probably one of my favorite genres of movie. Sci-fi and superheroes and things of that nature, fantasy. And honestly, Superman kind of falls in line with all those. It's superheroes, it's definitely sci-fi elements, and definitely fantasy elements. So kind of hits all the bases for me. So yeah, I've been excited for this for a while. It's actually been a while since I've been properly excited enough to be like, okay, I need to get tickets to see this in the theater. Because lately it's just haven't been able to make it out to the theater. It's just so much going on with work and everything. I used to be hitting those superhero movies day one. Like when the MCU started off with Iron Man, I was consistently seeing those movies day one in the theater. Consistently for, goodness, at least all the way up to Endgame. Yeah, I think I'm up to Endgame. And then it kind of started dying off. It was just harder for me to get to the theater in general, so I'd end up waiting for it to come out on DVD or streaming to watch, which is unfortunate because I've always loved going to theaters to see movies. So yeah, something about this movie got me so excited to actually go see it in the theater. Maybe because it was something so fresh from what we've been seeing, especially within the context of DC properties. You know, with the whole Snyderverse thing. You know, here's the thing about the Snyderverse movies. I enjoyed them. I think Man of Steel was amazing. I still think it's a really great movie. I feel like it's very underrated. Everything from the visuals and that opening scene on Krypton to the score by, was it Hans Zimmer? I think it was Hans Zimmer. It was just a really good movie in my opinion. And I did see that one in the theater, I believe, with my dad. So yeah, tonally, this movie is night and day compared to those DC movies. In the sense that, you know, the Snyder movies were a little more dark and brooding and serious, I guess you could say. Some found them to be a little boring and dragging in places, and I could definitely see why people have those opinions, even though I did enjoy them for the most part. This one feels like the complete opposite, but it's the same character we're talking about here. So that, in my opinion, is a good sign, because you don't want to repeat the same old stuff. And honestly, Superman, I feel, needs this kind of more lighthearted, uplifting type movie than we got in those movies. The way I see it, those movies are just in its own separate universe, and I guess technically they are. And I think people forget, when we're talking about comic book movies, there's the whole multiverse thing. So if you don't like that movie, you know, your version still exists somewhere out there in the multiverse. And I feel like a lot of people are going to appreciate this movie a lot for kind of getting back to the basics of what they feel Superman should be about. And that would be being a symbol for hope, being kind just for the sake of being kind, being good just for the sake of being good, and just doing the right thing, or at least, attempting to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And I think David Cornsweet, is that his name? The actor playing Superman in this movie does a great job embodying that about the character. And all the characters did a great job in the roles. I really liked Lois Lane. She was the actress who plays her. I feel bad. Hold on. I'm going to cut it here. I want to bring up the... Hold on. Superman movie cast. Okay, so I just wanted to bring up the cast because I feel bad talking about the actors without getting their name out there, giving them their due respect. So David Cornsweet, David Cornsweet. He did a great job as Superman. Lois Lane was played by Rachel Brosnahan. Apologies if I said that wrong. She played a really good Lois Lane in my opinion. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. I can see how some people might not be a huge fan. It's huge fan of his portrayal as Lex, but I enjoyed him. And here's the thing, I'm an easy to please guy. I'm not overly critical of entertainment or movies that I see. I usually could find some bit of enjoyment out of anything for the most part, unless it's particularly bad. Let's see who else. Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern. That was a surprise character. Not a surprise in the sense that I didn't know he was going to be in it, but just how much I enjoyed his character. So he played Guy Gardner Green Lantern. So there's multiple Green Lanterns out there. The most popular is probably Hal Jordan. Guy Gardner, as far as I know, is more of kind of the jerk kind of a guy, a jerk kind of Green Lantern. He's kind of a not as likable, I guess, generally speaking. But the way Nathan Fillion played this character was really good. He's did a really good job. I think a lot of fans are going to appreciate that. We got Isabella Merced, sorry if I'm getting that wrong, as Hot Girl. We didn't get a whole lot from Hot Girl, so not too much to say. I mean, she did a good job playing her. Let's see here. There was Engineer, played by Maria Gabriela de Faria. That was a pretty cool character. Not a whole... no, that's not true. She did get a lot to do. Actually, some quite significant things that she did in this movie. A really cool character. I'm not familiar at all with the character in the comics, so I have nothing to base my opinion off of other than the movie itself. Let's see here. Who played Mr. Terrific? It's Eddie Gathegi. I'm so sorry. I'm bad at names if I haven't heard them already. I think he was in the X-Men First Class as I can't remember the character's name, but he kind of adapted to things. Oh goodness, what was his name? I can't remember, but he was in X-Men First Class. Let's see here. We have Jimmy Olsen, played by Skylar Gisondo. Jimmy Olsen was a really fun character. The whole cast for the Daily Bugle was really good. I really enjoyed the dynamics that they had in that group setting. The Clark Kent, Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen. Then there's also Cat Grant and what's the guy, the sports dude? Steve Lombard. Yeah. That was a fun group. I'd actually quite enjoy to see a show just based off of their shenanigans within the Daily Planet. I think that'd be a fun thing to see. I think that's like the main cast. Aside from all the side characters, we'll just focus on those main ones right now. But I think they all did a great job. But of course, the highlight for me was Superman, Green Lantern, and Mr. Terrific. Those three, I think they did an incredible job. And definitely some scene-stealing moments with Mr. Terrific and Green Lantern. So yeah, this movie was just such a joy to watch. It was just a feel-good movie. It hit all the beats I wanted it to hit. It didn't take itself too seriously, but it was serious in the moments that it needed to be serious.
I'm sure some people won't be a fan of the comedy because they're just not a fan of James Gunn's style of comedy, which is okay. You know, this movie isn't going to be for everyone, and that is perfectly okay. You don't have to like what everybody else likes, but I feel like the vast majority of people, I think this is going to be a hit, just generally speaking. And if you're like me, who is easily entertained, it's going to be like push it even higher because, you know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not as critical about these type of movies as some people are. So yeah, we're kind of thrust into this world that already is, you know, in motion. It's already established as having superhuman people existing for the past 300 years, I believe is what it said, and Superman having been out as Superman for the past 3 years. So that's where we start the movie, just right there. In fact, it starts with the end of a battle that Superman was in, and from there it's just go go go, and that kind of setting could be hard to pull off, especially when we're so used to origin stories. So when we're thrust into a pre-established universe like we do in this movie, you kind of got to do it right so it doesn't you're not losing anybody, you know what I mean? So it'd be easy to do this and kind of have people be confused, you know, but I think James Gunn did a really good job of capturing the audience, not overwhelming them with too much stuff, but also giving the audience enough information to kind of feel at home within this new universe. And that's what it did. I mean, I felt it felt natural to me. It felt like this was a world that existed, and these superhero characters have existed for, you know, a long time already. And it's kind of funny because you see these scenes where these crazy events are happening, Superman battling a kaiju, you know, that's not a spoiler, we see that in the trailer, or also you know, some crazy event happening in the background that would be cataclysmic in most contexts, but people, they just, your everyday person is just kind of brushing it off as just something that happens. It's kind of funny to see, actually, and also it's kind of refreshing. It's a good balance. I think I heard some controversy about, oh, it's being too woke because they're saying it's an immigrant story, or they're making Superman an immigrant. But I mean, he's from a different planet. He's not even from Earth itself. So I mean, that's nothing new. It's like people are intentionally trying to go out of their way to find things to kind of destroy people's enjoyment of something that is meant to be enjoyed by everyone, you know, not one specific group of people, not one specific politically aligned group of people. This movie, I feel, is for everyone. Everyone can find something that they enjoy in this movie, and nothing felt pushed to me personally. The whole immigrant thing, I mean, Superman is from another planet. Like I said, he's an immigrant, right? How is that controversial? And just the whole Superman doing the right thing, being kind, being good. Why I even saw some reviews that negative reviews, that they didn't like the fact that he was such kind of a goody Boy Scout. But isn't that like the essence of Superman? He's the Boy Scout. He's the big blue Boy Scout that is to some people annoyingly good. And I feel like if you're going to be complaining about, maybe it's just you don't like the character, maybe, I don't know. But who doesn't want their character to be good? I mean, yeah, I get it. Sometimes edgy is fun. It's fun to see characters kind of go on a darker path. And those are fun stories to explore. Like, you know, for example, with Peter Parker taking on the symbiote suit, we get to see a little more darker version of the character, and that's, you know, fun to see. It's entertaining to go down a different route just to explore it a little bit, but as long as it goes back to the essence of what that character is about. So yeah, I don't want to go into any more, you know, further details because I don't want to risk spoiling anything for anyone who hasn't seen the movie yet. I want you guys to go into this movie as blind as possible. If I have any advice for anyone that is thinking about seeing this movie, don't let anybody ruin it for you. Don't go and read these reviews of people's opinions that don't like it for whatever reasons. It's okay, they could have those opinions, but I feel like if you prior to the movie are basing whether or not you want to see it off of reviews, then you're kind of doing yourself a disservice, because you're going to have those opinions in your mind, other people's opinions in your mind as you're watching it, and I feel like it could easily affect your enjoyment of the movie. So I feel like the best way to go into any movie really is just to go see it. If it looks interesting enough through the trailers or just the idea, make the choice to go see it, judge it for yourself, form your own opinions. Don't let anybody else's opinions influence whether you like it or not. And if you do like it and the vast majority of people don't like it, don't let that get to you. You know, enjoy what you enjoy. That is the best advice as I could give you. Just don't listen to the haters. Just if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Don't let anybody take that away from you. All right, so I think that's a good initial reaction for you guys. If you just wanted a quick reaction, if I enjoyed it, yes, I absolutely enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic movie. I may consider going to see it again before it leaves theaters. Who knows? This is definitely a theater movie. If possible, go see it in the theater. I wanted to see it in IMAX, but let me tell you, ticket prices are getting ridiculous, and you know, maybe every once in a while, but it adds up. It adds up fast, especially when you're bringing other people to the movie. But yeah, if you like my review, leave me a comment. Also, leave in the comments what your favorite movie is, what your favorite superhero character is, and how you rank it with this movie. So yeah, go check out the movie. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day, guys.